the sovereign architect of justice, who sits upon the throne that no human hand can reach and whose decree is the final law of the universe. I lift my eyes to the heights where the noise of the world is nothing but a distant whisper. You are the holy judge who sees through every hidden motive and every shadow of malice, the one who weighs the truth in scales that never tip and who watches over the path of the righteous with a gaze of unshakable fire. I stand in the reality of your celestial courts right now, moving away from the chaos of earthly judgment and into the sanctuary of your perfect government. You see the one who is currently facing the biting sting of an unfair accusation, the one who feels the weight of words that were meant to shame and the pressure of a situation that feels out of their control. But your gavel has already fallen, and your verdict is the only one that remains standing when the dust of human conflict settles. I see you standing there right now, perhaps holding your keys in your hand, pausing before you enter your home with a heart that feels like lead. There is a specific sensation of heavy shoulders that has followed you all day, as if you are carrying the gravity of the whole world's misunderstanding. Your mind is a whirlwind of racing thoughts, replaying conversations and wondering how things became so distorted. And your breath has become a series of shallow gasps for peace. But in the light of the throne, those weights are being weighed against the glory of God. Tonight, I don't have perfect words to explain the injustice of men, but I know a judge who never fails. Take one slow breath right now. Just one. Set your keys down on the table. Drink a little water. And realize that you are no longer the one who has to defend your own soul. The Ancient of Days sees the weariness that comes from being targeted in the secret places of the heart and the professional life. It is as if a net has been spread to catch your feet and pull you into a pit you did not dig. But I ask for a divine tearing of that net right now. Your word in the book of Isaiah says that the Lord will contend with those who contend with you. And I ask for that heavenly contention to manifest in your reputation and your peace this very hour. Let the divine reversal begin in the atmosphere of your name, where the lies spoken to bring you down become the very evidence of your integrity. I am not asking for the harm of any human being. I am asking for the total dismantling of the spiritual pressure that is fueling the confusion. Let that pressure come to nothing, dissolving like salt in a river when the morning sun touches the water. I recognize that the battle over your name is a spiritual attempt to steal the peace of your house. But the word says that the Lord is our judge. The Lord is our lawgiver. The Lord is our King, and He will save us. I ask for a specific covering over the mind of the one listening, protecting them from the internal echoes of the accuser. Let the divine reversal act as a sovereign filter today. Let every vibration of malice and every hidden plan of sabotage return to the void. Finding no hooks in your spirit and no soil in your path, I pray that the threshold of your home would become a boundary that no lie can cross, where the truth of God stands as a sentinel at the door. If there has been a spiritual assignment to keep you in a state of constant shaking, I ask that the Father would steady your foundation right now. There is a justice in a clear conscience, a divine right to a mind that is still and a heart that is light. I ask that the one who frustrates the devices of the crafty would now act on your behalf. If there are traps of social or legal sabotage that have been set in secret, I ask that they return empty, in catching nothing but the darkness from which they came. I declare that the snare of the fowler is broken, and your soul has escaped like a bird into the wide open sky of your grace. It is not a ritual. It is the reality of being guarded by the one who sees the end from the beginning and who has already declared your innocence in the courts of eternity. I focus on the rebuilding of your inner strength that has been eroded by the friction of this season. I ask that you would pour the oil of healing into the cracks of the listener's spirit. Your word in the book of Psalms says that you are a shield for us, our glory, and the lifter of our head. I ask for that lifting to be felt in your chin and in your chest right now. Let the trembling leave your body, not because the situation has changed, but because you have realized who has taken your case. I thank you that the divine reversal is taking every moment of shame and turning it into a catalyst for a deeper, more profound vindication. The Master of Justice sees the heavy shoulders and the racing thoughts that try to predict a future of defeat, but I declare those predictions null and void. I ask that the Father would guard the atmosphere of your home tonight, ensuring that the peace of heaven rests upon your bed and your keys. I thank you that the pressure is loosening because the great defender is walking through your rooms, touching the heart that has been hardened by the bitterness of others. You are not alone in this courtroom. The Holy Spirit is your advocate, and the Father is your judge. I thank you that nothing can penetrate the shield of your favor when you have decided to protect a life. You are the God who goes before the accused and the one who is their rear guard, and I rest in that surrounding protection. The shaking is stopping because the Prince of Peace has arrived to seal the victory. I ask that as this prayer begins its work, the listener would feel a physical coolness in the air and a mental clarity that is the signature of your presence. We are not begging for the truth to be known. We are standing in the truth that has already set us free. If you can feel the weight finally beginning to lift from your shoulders, I just whisper a soft thank you as a seal of agreement with the Father's justice in your life. The crusher of every siege, the one who rises with the weight of eternity to shatter every decree of shame that has been signed against your name, is now intensifying his intervention to dismantle all the structures of oppression that have tried to isolate your soul. I enter this second movement of prayer with an unction of celestial authority, focusing on the total destruction of every hidden blockage and every knot of injustice that was tied to hinder your progression. You are the God who makes the evil fall into its own net, while the righteous escape unharmed. And I call for that strength right now over the chest of the one listening to me. I am confronting the spirit of persecution, the fog of slander, and all the invisible chains that have tried to paralyze your steps in a place of confusion and fear. I ask that the wind of your spirit blow with such intensity that no structure of lies remains standing, clearing the trail of your life of every stumbling block placed by envious hands. I focus this intensity now on the reversal of injustices and hidden attacks. If there was a word of malice released to poison your atmosphere, a project of sabotage in your finances, or a spiritual wall built to keep you from your rightful place, and I ask that this weight lose all its substance right now. Your word in the book of Proverbs says that as the bird by wandering and the swallow by flying, so the curse causeless shall not come. And I take hold of that truth to declare that every groundless attack is being dissolved by the light of the Father. I ask that the law of the kingdom, the one that returns every harmful intention back to its origin, act now as a sovereign filter. Let every trap prepared for your downfall become the very stepping stone for your promotion. For what was designed to humiliate you will be used by God to manifest His unshakable power. There is a specific weight that comes from legal or social stress. a sensation of being trapped in a hallway of accusations where every door seems locked against you. I speak directly to that pressure in your chest in this moment. I ask that the presence of God act as a master key and unlocking opportunities that were held back by human malice or spiritual resistance. I ask that the divine reversal transform the desert of your exhaustion into a garden of new possibilities, where every obstacle melts like wax before the fire of the Holy Spirit. Let the weariness of defending yourself be replaced by a strength that is not your own, allowing your heart to find the rhythm of a deep and holy rest. I ask now for a specific vigilance over your home and your peace, so that the noise of the conflict outside does not find an echo inside your walls. If the bitterness of others has tried to build a ceiling of lead over your head, limiting your vision and your sleep, I ask that this ceiling be removed right now. I see the light of God like a silent flame consuming the threads of anxiety and the webs of discouragement that have gathered in the corners of your spirit. I ask that your inner strength be rebuilt, not with the hardness of the world, but with the resilience of the heavens. May you breathe deeply for the first time in weeks, feeling that the air in your house is no longer thick with tension, but light and full of the Father's favor. I bring the foundation of your word from the book of Nahum, where it says that the Lord is a stronghold in the day of trouble, and I declare that your name is hidden within that stronghold. The justice of reversal is acting now. What was sent to silence you will be the very reason why your voice will be heard with more authority. I ask that the angels of intervention cut the invisible cords that tried to control your destiny through fear or false guilt. You are not a prisoner of an unfair season. You are an heir of an eternal kingdom, and no web of intrigue has the power to hold you back from the purpose the Lord has written for you. I focus on the restoration of the joy that was stolen by constant social or legal pressure. I ask that you heal the scars left by betrayal, returning the courage to act and the strength to stand tall once again. If there has been a freezing of your paths, I ask that the fire of God bring the thaw right now. Let the hands that were heavy become agile, and the feet that were slow become swift in the territory of your victory. I'm not asking for a temporary relief. I'm asking for a total breaking of every yoke that tried to enslave your peace and your integrity. I thank you because the divine reversal is redirecting favor toward your address tonight. Where there was rejection, there will now be a supernatural acceptance. Where there was a no that seemed final, and there will be a voice from heaven saying, "This is the way, walk in it." I see the shadows of oppression receding before the light that emanates from your connection with the Judge of all the earth. This light is not a flicker. It is a sun that does not set, and the darkness cannot prevail against it. The atmosphere of your life is changing from dense to glorious, and the weight you felt on your shoulders is being replaced by a garment of praise. As we move toward the final sealing of this prayer, I ask that you feel a real liberation in your physical body. The invisible chains are not just opening, they are turning to dust. The noise of the accuser is becoming a powerless echo, unable to touch your heart or your home ever again. We are positioned in the center of God's will, and there, the only thing permitted to grow is your triumph. If you can feel the air around you finally becoming clean and the pressure in your soul vanishing, let out a sigh of deep relief, for the Lord has already undone the knot that held you back. The finisher of every trial, the one who has already looked beyond the judgment of men to write the final decree of your victory, is now placing the unshakable seal of heaven upon this hour of restoration. I enter this third and final movement of sealing and triumph with a spirit that no longer searches for vindication, but rests in the absolute certainty of your finished work. You are the God who brings the morning precisely when the shadows seem to have reached their peak. And you are the one who settles the accounts of the righteous with a justice that is as quiet as it is total. I stand in the stillness of your triumph today, acknowledging that the unfair accusations and the heavy shoulders and the invisible walls of social and legal stress have lost their gravity in the presence of your glory. I focus this final hour on the permanent establishment of your peace and the total sealing of a name that is now fully restored. I focus this final sealing on justice divine established and fear removed, for it is in the quiet confidence of your innocence that your strength is being rebuilt tonight. I ask that the divine reversal we have established through this prayer would now manifest as a deep, immovable serenity that remains steady even when the world outside is loud. Your word in the book of Isaiah says that the work of righteousness shall be peace, and the effect of righteousness shall be quietness and assurance forever. I ask that you drape that garment of assurance forever over the listener right now, replacing the tightness in their chest with a profound sense of "it is done." I ask that you would heal the places where the sharp words of the accuser have left invisible scars on your identity. Let the law of the kingdom return to you your true reflection, not as one who is under a cloud of suspicion, but as a beloved child who has been justified by the judge of all the earth. Lord, I pray for the permanent establishment of this peace within the walls of your home and the sanctuary of your future. I ask that the protection we have invoked would now become a tangible reality that greets you every time you pick up your keys or walk through your door. I ask that you would set a permanent sentinel of your holy light at the entrance of your mind, making your spirit a sanctuary where the spirit of dread finds no frequency to vibrate on. Let the peace of Christ act as a divine filter, allowing only the frequencies of gratitude, honor, and divine truth to enter these halls. When you look into the future tonight, let the eyes of your spirit see not the obstacles, but the vastness of the one who is your rear guard and your shield. I thank you that the atmosphere has been reset, and that your name is once again a place where you can breathe the air of the kingdom. I bring the promise of your word from the book of Psalm 37, that the Lord loves justice and does not forsake his saints. They are preserved forever. I ask for that preservation to happen in the very cells of the listener's body, especially in the nervous system that has been frayed by constant legal or social tension. Let the physical residue of the heavy shoulders and the racing thoughts be completely erased by the warmth of your presence. I am asking that the reversal would be so complete that the very situations that used to trigger a reaction of panic will now trigger a reflex of profound trust. We don't need the world to apologize for us to have peace, for we have the witness of truth dwelling in the secret place of our soul. The trap of the slanderer is gone. The net of sabotage is torn, and your heart is finally at rest. I ask for a sharpening of your spiritual ears as you move into the days and nights ahead. Help you to hear the whisper of the Father above the echoes of past accusations and the noise of current judgments. Give you the wisdom to guard the sanctuary that has been restored in this hour, and the strength to refuse any weight of guilt that does not belong to you. I thank you that the divine justice of heaven has restored the joy of your salvation and the clarity of your purpose. I see you walking forward with a new posture, a posture of one who knows they are the apple of God's eye, one who knows they are vindicated, and one who knows that the battle is over. I seal this prayer with a heart full of gratitude, knowing that you are the Alpha and the Omega of this peace. The shaking is over because the truth has been spoken. The accusation is irrelevant because the Father has taken the case into his own hands. I thank you that the heavy shoulders have been replaced by the lightness of a bird that has found the open sky. We rest in the finished work of your love. We rest in the security of your protection. And we rest in the knowledge that you have already commanded the light to shine upon your name. As this prayer concludes, I want you to feel the last bit of tension leaving your spirit, dissolving like mist in the morning sun. The air is clear. The mind is quiet. The peace is yours. You are walking into a season where the justice of God is your foundation, and there is nothing in the shadows that can ever snatch your victory away. Tonight, take that final deep breath of perfect relief. Your name is in his hands, your heart is in his hands, and your future is under his wings. You are safe, you are loved, and you are finally free. May the peace of the Most High, you which is higher than any court and stronger than any lie, guard your heart and your mind forevermore. May his face shine upon every room of your life, and may his goodness be the anchor of your soul. The reversal is complete. The fear is gone, and your victory is absolute. Take one final deep breath of perfect peace and walk forward in the light of the King. It is finished. It is settled. And it is beautifully done. In the name of the Most High. Amen.